What if the end times are not just a distant prophecy, but a reality unfolding now? In history's grand timeline, there's always a shadowy figure that reappears. A man cloaked in mystery and darkness, known as the man of sin, the man of lawlessness, the Antichrist. As we go about our daily lives, it's becoming clear that we're not just spectators, but active participants in a cosmic drama. The Bible tells us we are living in the last days, a time where the world's at a crucial juncture. The clock of history is not just ticking, it's pulsing with prophetic fulfillment. Each tick brings us closer to the arrival of this man of sin. We're not dealing with a fictional concept, but the real passage of time, pushing us towards the rise of this dark figure, the Antichrist. In this grand narrative, we must confront a disturbing truth. What will the Antichrist do in 2024? This question is a wake-up call for all Christians to be alert and vigilant. Today's discussion serves two purposes: to make you aware of the Antichrist's presence and to highlight how his spirit is setting the stage for startling events in 2024. The Apostle John provides a biblical basis for our discussion. In 1 John 4:3, he says, "Every spirit that does not acknowledge Jesus is not from God. This is the spirit of the Antichrist." This verse reveals that the Antichrist spirit is not just a future threat, but a current reality, influencing our society, media, and local communities. The emergence of the Antichrist as a man will be preceded by his spirit's pervasive influence. John warns in 1 John 2:18, "This is the last hour, and as you have heard that the Antichrist is coming, even now many Antichrists have come." This urgency compels us to recognize our place in these prophetic times. Understanding the Antichrist spirit helps us identify its manifestations. We must not focus solely on the individual, but observe the rise in lawlessness, moral decay, and deception around us. This emphasizes the need for vigilance and spiritual discernment in these critical times. So, what will the Antichrist spirit do in 2024? Essentially, it will continue what it has always done: spread deception and chaos. Our first topic today is not about something the Antichrist will do, but something we, as believers, should watch for: political unrest fulfilling prophecy. Today's global landscape, marked by political tensions and unrest, is not a coincidence, but a key piece in the prophetic puzzle. This instability sets the stage for the Antichrist's rise, as the world cries out for peace. The Bible predicts that the Antichrist will rise as a false peacemaker. In Daniel 8:25 it says, "He will cause deceit to prosper, and he will consider himself superior. When they feel secure, he will destroy many and take his stand against the Prince of Princes." Another verse, 1 Thessalonians 5:3 warns, "While people are saying peace and safety, destruction will come on them suddenly, as labor pains on a pregnant woman, and they will not escape." This illustrates how the Antichrist will use the promise of peace to deceive the world. The onset of the day of the Lord will be unexpected for non-believers. They will think they are in a state of peace, but this tranquility will be abruptly shattered. This aligns with Daniel 9:27, which speaks of a peace treaty that the Antichrist will break midway through the tribulation. The Antichrist will emerge as a man of peace, a charismatic leader offering solutions to the world's problems. He will seduce many with promises of stability and harmony. Right now, the world is desperate for peace, making it ripe for his deception. I am not saying the Antichrist will come in 2024, but we must look at the world's desperate need for peace and compare it with the Bible's description of the Antichrist's rise. How will he unite the world under one rule? This level of deception shows the sheer power of the Antichrist's influence. When has the world ever come together under one leader? When have people put aside their differences to follow one man? This unprecedented unity will be a sign of the Antichrist's supernatural deception. The Bible tells us this will happen in Revelation 13. The rise of the Antichrist will be marked by supernatural deception, fueled by the power of the dragon. His reign will begin with false security, but lead to greater destruction. Another critical element to watch for is the Antichrist's control through global surveillance. Technological advancements in AI, facial recognition, and tracking systems are reshaping the world. These tools could be used by the Antichrist to dominate the world. AI, once a niche field, is now central to modern society. It can process vast amounts of data, making it invaluable, but also a tool for control. In the Antichrist's hands, AI could become an omniscient eye, monitoring billions. Facial recognition technology, while enhancing security, also enables mass surveillance. Cameras can now identify people by their walking patterns, known as gait recognition. This technology can track individuals even in low-quality footage. In 2024, look for the infrastructure that could support the Antichrist's control. These advancements make the implementation of the mark of the beast more feasible than ever before. The final point to discuss is the normalization of sin and rebellion against divine order. This trend is a strategic move by the Antichrist spirit to erode godly principles. As we approach 2024, behaviors once considered sinful are becoming normalized. This shift is not just social evolution, but a tactic to desensitize us to sin. The media glamorizes lifestyles contrary to biblical teachings, subtly influencing public opinion. Laws and societal norms increasingly move away from biblical values, promoting actions that the scriptures condemn. This normalization of sin is a hallmark of the Antichrist's influence. By blurring the lines between right and wrong, he prepares the world for his deception. When sin is no longer recognized as sin, the world becomes susceptible to his false promises. In 2024, this normalization could reach new heights. The Antichrist's influence might intensify, leading to a world that actively opposes biblical truths. This calls for vigilance and a recommitment to biblical principles. In conclusion, recognizing and addressing the normalization of sin is crucial for believers. We must stand firm in our faith, discern the times, and resist the tide of normalization that seeks to lead us away from God's path. The Antichrist's rise is a significant sign of the times, and we must remain alert and prepared.